Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by again. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this two-piece gathered skirt and crop top. And the top has an elastic, and this two-piece is very easy to make. And without further ado, let's get started. And so right here guys, this is the material that we're going to use for this tutorial, and this is a crepe material, okay? And you're also going to need an elastic band. And for the fabrics, you're going to need about 3 yards. Here I have 3 trousers, which is equivalent to 3 yards 27 inches, okay? And to get started, we are going to go ahead and cut the crop top first. And so right here, this is the fabrics that we're going to use for the top, all right? And here I've gone ahead to indicate the start line. And unfold this fabric is about 27 inches, as you can see right here. And right here, this is the folded part, okay? And right now, the next thing to do is to come to the start line here and indicate the shoulder divided by 2, which is 8 inches. And I just indicated there. And having done that, the next thing to do is to indicate the desired sleeve length, okay? And right here, I have about 19 inches remaining. So I will just use the whole 19 inches, okay? I will just go ahead and indicate that with a chalk right here. And having done that, we're also going to come down from that point by about 1 inch or 1.5 inch, like so, all right, in order to create shoulder slant. And then I'll come to this part here, and we're going to get our neckline, all right? And for the neck width, I'm going to be using 5.5. You can use 5 or 4 or even 6, depends on what you want, okay? And for the neck depth, I'll just go ahead and use 1.5. And having done that, we're going to be connecting right from the neckline here to this 1 inch that we marked earlier on. And up next, we're going to indicate our sleeve opening, and I'm going to be using 10 inches and just indicate right here. And having done that, the next thing to do is to come to the sleeve opening right here, all right? And we're going to come inward with about 1.5 inches, and I'll just indicate right there. Then we're going to take this straight down like so, all right? However guys, to have what we have on the style inspiration, I ended up altering this pattern, but I lost the video where I was explaining what I did to it, all right? So I'll just explain right here. So what to do is to just come to the waistline here, and we're going to get the waist circumference divided by 4. In this case, it is 34 divided by 4 will give us about 8.5, and I will just indicate right here. Then having done that, we're going to add about 10 inches allowance to that. Let's assume 10 inches is right here. And having done that, we're going to connect from that 10 inches point to the sleeve opening. And right here, the pattern is ready, and we're just going to go ahead and cut it out. I really do hope you understand it. So right here is our hold pattern, and I'll just go ahead and cut it out. But remember that I'll be making the alteration that I just explained later on, okay? And while cutting the shoulder area, make sure to add about 0.5 inches allowance for joining. And after cutting off the excess fabrics, this is what we have. So I'll open it up and bring out one of the piece, okay? And I'll place it aside. Then I'll close this one. This one is the one we're going to use for the back piece, okay? And I'll just align it correctly. Then I'll come to this part here on the waistline, and I'll go up by about 1 inch to 1.5 inch, all right? And I'm just going to slant it to the side like so. All right, this is actually optional, and I will just cut it off. This is just to ensure that we don't have excess at the back. So you might be wondering what the top length is, all right? Remember that while I was cutting, I added 1/2 inch to the shoulder line, all right? So I'll just leave that 1/2 inch at the top while we measure the remaining part. So the first thing I did was to get my half length, which is 16 inches. which I just indicated here. Then the next thing to do is to add 1 or 2 inches to it, okay? And here I added just 1 inch to make it 17. I added it because we are going to be adding an elastic to the top and we don't want it to be jumpy, all right? So the remaining 1 inch that we have is going to be for the elastic casing. So altogether I have 18 inches right here. And right now the next thing to do is to get a bias tape to finish the neckline. You can also go ahead and cut out facing for it if you want, and please use a matching bias tape, all right? And having done that, I'll just go ahead and align both the front piece and the back piece together, and we're going to be stitching the shoulders. And having done that, we're also going to come to the side and we're going to go ahead and stitch the side. And having stitched the side, we're also going to stitch the hem of the sleeve, okay? And so right here, guys, as you can see, I've made that alteration that I talked about earlier on, and I've gone ahead to also stitch the side, and I'll just go ahead and notch all these curved parts. And also, as you can see right here, I've gone ahead to stitch the hem of the sleeve, all right? I repeated the same process to the other side right here, and I've also gone ahead to join the shoulders, as you can see right here, and also pipe the neckline, okay? So right now the next thing to do is just to come to the waistline here, and we're just going to go ahead and fold it, all right? I'm going to fold in half, then I'm going to fold again, okay? Then we're going to stitch it all around, but we're going to leave an opening for our elastic band. And so right here, guys, that's exactly what I've done. I'm gonna to fold on the waistline, leaving an opening for elastic, all right? And this is a tiny elastic we're going to be using, all right? And because this type has a lot of stretch, we're going to be using a shorter length. And what you need to do is to get your waist circumference. You are going to deduct about 10 inches to 12 inches from it. Here I just deducted 12 inches from my waist circumference, and the next thing to do is to get our safety pin, and we're going to be inserting it into the casing. And so right here, guys, I've gone ahead to insert the elastic into the casing, and I've secured it by stitching on it like so, all right? So I'm just going to go ahead and spread it evenly, then we're going to close the opening. And right here, I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what our top is looking like at this moment. Our top is ready. Just go ahead and give it a very good press, okay? And to get started with the gathered skirt, we need to do a little bit of calculations, all right? So what you need right now is to get your hip circumference. In this case, the hip we are using is 44 inches. And depending on how full you want the pleat to be or how much material you have, you are going to get that hip circumference, which is 44 in this case, and you are going to multiply it, all right, by about 2 inches. You can use 2.5, you can use 3 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, all right, depending on how much fabrics or how full you want it to be, all right? In this case, because of our fabrics, I'll just do 44 times 2.5, all right? And that is going to give me 110. And so right here, I've gone ahead to cut that out, all right? This fabrics that we have here is exactly 110 wide, all right? I just went ahead to fold it so that the camera can capture the whole thing, all right? So if I spread it out, it's actually 110, okay? And for the length of the fabric, all right, since we are going to be using 1.5 inch for the band, I will make sure to just put that 1.5 inch upward like so, all right? Then I'm just going to go ahead and measure the length, all right? And for the length, the skirt length is 40 inches. Then I added 1.5 inch for folding and joining allowance to make the length 41.5 inches. So what we have here is actually 41.5 inches, all right? And so right now we're going to open up the fabrics and we are going to fold it into two. Then we're going to cut it so that we have one part for the front and the other one for the back. So right here, I've already folded and cut the material. As you can see right here, we have two pieces, and each of them, if you measure them, it should be about 55 inches wide. And up next, I'll just pick one of the piece and I'll just go ahead and fold it into two, as you can see right here. Then I'll go ahead and also pick the second piece and do the same. I'll fold it into two. and put it on top of the other one like so. And having done that, the next thing to do is to come to the open part right here, all right, and we're going to come down from the top by 3 inches, and we're going to notch that part, all right. And that part where we notched is where our pocket is going to start from, and I've already gone ahead to cut out the pocket, as you can see right here. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and open each of the piece up, all right. And on the sides, all right, we are going to get our pocket, and we're going to align it right side facing right side and stitch on it. All right, we're going to repeat the same process to the other side. All right, align it right side facing right side like so. Then we're going to stitch it. We're going to repeat the same process on the other piece. Okay, and right here, guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch the pocket to the sides, all right. And having done that, I also went ahead to top stitch on the pocket like so, all right. I repeated this same process to all the sides, okay. And the next thing to do right now is just to go ahead and align both the front piece and the back piece together like so. And we're going to go ahead and stitch from the top to the bottom. If you want slit on your skirt, you can leave some allowance at the bottom part for slit, but for this particular one, I will not be leaving any slit on it, so I'll stitch all the way down. And so right here, guys, as you can see, I've gone ahead to stitch the sides of the skirt right here, okay. And I also went ahead to hem the bottom of the skirt, as you can see right now. Just go ahead and turn the skirt inside out. So right here, this is it on the right side, and as you can see, our pocket is doing what it should. All right, so the next thing to do now is to come to the waist part of it, and we're going to go ahead and gather it. So we're going to go ahead and run a gather stitch on it, and we're going to gather it until we have the exact of our hip circumference. In this case, it is 44 inches. All right, if you don't like to gather like that, you can just go ahead and pleat it on the band directly. And so for the band, I've gone ahead to cut out this long stripe, all right, and I just folded it into two like so, all right. And here I'll just go ahead and get the hip circumference divided by 2, since the band is on fold, and that is 22 right here, all right. And the remaining 1 inch is for the stitching allowance, all right, the seam allowance. And so right here, I've gone ahead to run a gather stitch on the skirt, and I made sure to have about 44 inches, which is the hip circumference. We're using the hip circumference because later we're going to be adding a band to the skirt, and because we're going to be stitching on the band, it's going to make it smaller, right? To make it very easy, it's better to use your hip circumference, or you add about 10 inches to your waist circumference, okay? So here on the skirt waist, I have the exact of my hip circumference, though I ended up just removing all these gathers and pleating directly on the band. But if you are used to gathering like this, you can just go ahead and use this method, okay? And also, if you are not going to be adding lining, please go ahead and weave the edges. So right now we need to get our band ready, all right? And in order to do that, I will fold it into 2, and we're going to, you know, stitch on the allowance, okay? I'll take it to the sewing machine and stitch on it. And right here, guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch close the band, all right? And you are going to open the seam like so. Then we're going to fold it into 2, all right? And we're going to be stitching it all around, okay? Stitch it all around and leave an opening, all right, for the elastic to pass through. And so right here, that's exactly what I have done, and I left an opening for the elastic to pass through, as you can see right here. And here, this is our elastic, and it is 1.5 inch wide, okay? And right now, the next thing to do is to determine the amount of elastic to cut out, and there are several ways to go about it, but I'll just explain 2 methods. And the first one is to get half of the hip circumference, and you are going to add 5 inches to that. In this case, half of the hip circumference is 22 inches plus 5 inches will give us 27 inches. And the second method is to go ahead and get the waist circumference and multiply it by 0.85, all right? And in this case, the waist circumference is 34 inches multiplied by 0.85 is going to give us 28.9 inches. I'm going to add some joining allowance to that, all right? And I will just approximate everything to be 30 inches, and that's exactly what I'll cut out on this band. And having done that, the next thing to do is to insert the elastic band into the casing. And after pulling both of the ends out, I'm going to remove the safety pin and I'm going to overlay the band like so. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and stitch it, all right, so that the band is secured. And that's exactly what I've done here, guys. I've gone ahead to secure the band and also close the opening, as you can see. And the next thing to do is just to distribute the pleat evenly like so, all right? And up next, we're going to be stitching on the band, all right? So I'll just go ahead and use 1/2 inch interval from the top to stitch on the band. And while stitching, I will be pulling at intervals so that the pleats are evenly distributed. And right here, guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to stitch on the band, as you can see right here. And the next thing to do is just to go ahead and attach the band to the skirt, all right? And to make sewing much easier, you can just go ahead and notch the center of the band and the centers of the skirt, all right? Then you align them together so that it's evenly distributed, all right? So here I'll just go ahead and align the sides together. Then I'm going to stitch it all around. And right here, guys, that's exactly what I've done. I've gone ahead to join the band to the skirt, as you can see right here. And here, this is the raw edges, all right? Like I said earlier, please go ahead and weave it before attaching it, or you go ahead and just add lining to cover it up, all right? And here, this is what our skirt looks like at the moment. So in order to insert rope, I'll just use my soldering iron to create a hole at the center of the band, and I'll just insert the rope and show you what it looks like on the mannequin. And right about now, our two-piece set is ready and it's looking so comfy, so beautiful and elegant. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you in my next one.